welcome back to Why the Book Wins. My name is Laura, and today's video is one I am very excited to share with you guys because I am showing off my new bookcase. So the one I previously had was very small, did not fit all of my books. I also put it together wrong. I put this one together and I did it right this time. And I've had so much fun organizing my books and, picking which ones I have displayed and the different bookends and putting my antique phones on it. And it's been a lot of fun, and so I'm really excited to share this with you guys. I did originally want like a solid wood bookcase, like something just really impressive. However, we ended up moving into a rental, and so since we're still renting and going to be moving at some point, I went with this shelf instead, which is lighter and will be easier to move. And I think it worked out well because these walls are green, as you can see, and it's a really pretty color. And so I like that the green shows through with this bookshelf. And yeah, ultimately I am very happy with how it turned out. And I will link the bookshelf down below in case you're interested. And I will also link the bookends, which you will be seeing, in case you're interested in checking those out as well. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get right to it. Okay, so here is my bookshelf. And sorry, right there, you can see the tapestry I use for some of my other videos. They're side by side, but anyway, I'm not going to go through this book by book because I have videos where I talk about each book individually. So I'm going to go shelf by shelf and just a brief overview. So right here, these are all first editions. And we have this adorable bookend, which I love so much and is so fitting since I compare books with their movie adaptations. So I thought that was really cute and I love it. I actually have a tattoo that looks exactly like that, but it's on the back of my shoulder and I often forget I even have it. I got it like over 10 years ago. Anyway, these are all first edition books. Some of them were more expensive and harder to find than others, but I am very proud of all of them. Next shelf over, these are mostly vintage books. So the last three, so these three right here, those are not vintage. Sterling's Gold is actually, if you watch Mad Men, the character of Roger Sterling publishes a memoir called Sterling's Gold, and it looks exactly like this. And you can buy a copy of it to have it on your shelf. It's obviously not really his memoir because his real memoir does not exist. But anyway, so that was just fun as a Mad Men fan. And then these last two, I just didn't know where else to put them, so I just put them right there. And then we have this antique rotary phone, which is a legit antique phone. Pretty cool. And I thought it went well with my antique collection. Going down to this shelf. So these first ones right here are first edition copies. And then from Beale Street on, those are just special editions in one way. Well, so Beale Street and The Shining, these two are early editions. The Shining, I believe this is the second edition. A first edition copy is crazy expensive. A first edition copy of If Beale Street Could Talk is also super expensive. So that one, I believe, is a second edition too. And then this copy of East of Eden is a facsimile of the first edition. And they also have one like that for Grapes of Wrath, along with other books too. So I'd like to collect more of those. And then we have my limited edition copy signed by Charles Fraser of Cold Mountain, which I am so happy to have. And then here is Suntop Press edition of Misery, which is one of my favorite books. That's why I have it facing out. I am also just so proud of having this edition in particular. And this book is going to get a video all on its own where I will talk about why I love the book so much and show off this edition. Right over here we have Easton Press. I actually have another one coming in the mail, but that'll help fill up the gap right there. Anyway, so Easton Press editions. Even though Easton Press, I love the Easton Press Brave New World. I love Little Woman. The Beloved one I like too. Wuthering Heights is upside down. For example, Picture of Dorian Gray, I was pretty disappointed by. However, they do look fantastic on the shelf, regardless of what I think of the inside. So they just look so beautiful on a shelf. Jane Eyre, this one is actually Franklin Library, but it looks exactly like Easton Press, so that's where I have it. And these are my Green Knight books. I also have a vintage Green Knight, which is with my vintage books, but these are some of the others. This one is a Folio Society edition. But yeah, I love the Green Knight, fantastic movie, and the poem is amazing. So I decided to have this one be on display because it has a cool cover. Going down to this shelf, So these are also all antique books. Here is my antique Green Knight right there. Anyway, so all antique books, and once again, I have this legit antique candlestick phone, which I thought went well with my vintage section, and my vintage Anne of Green Gables series, so these two are early editions, but Anne of the Island is a first edition copy, so that is awesome. So happy to have that. And yeah, so these are all vintage. Over to this shelf, these are my Folio Society books, which I love so much, and that Agatha Christie cover is so beautiful. But so proud of my Folio Society books. I'm so happy with these. And I'm in the middle of reading Kindred by Octavia Butler. And there's a Folio Society edition on eBay I plan to buy because I'm halfway through and it's incredible. So I would definitely like to get the Folio Society edition and add it to my collection. Down to this shelf, we have another bookend. And then these are just random books. They're either like early editions or just like random illustrated editions. So yeah, kind of a hodgepodge. Along with If Beale Street Could Talk and A Scanner Darkly, those two are the first paperback editions of those books. And then I have Children of the New World, which is not a first edition, but it is signed. I have this box set of Anne of Green Gables, but honestly, I might just get rid of that. I don't know why I have those. Anyway, so that's this shelf, kind of a hodgepodge random mix. Then this bottom shelf. So I have this right here is Folio Society edition of Chronicles of Narnia, which I am very excited to have. And then these are my different Harry Potter books. I am slowly growing my Harry Potter collection. So these two blue ones on the end are the UK Deluxe editions, and I definitely want all of the books in those editions. So I have 5 more to go. This one is the first UK edition, and I thought I wanted all of the UK first editions, but now I'm not so sure. You know, I got Half-Blood Prince, so we'll see if I end up getting more. Definitely want all of these ones. This one, we'll see. Anyway, these ones are the Hufflepuff editions, which are really cool. They have them available in all the houses. I myself am a Hufflepuff, so I bought the Hufflepuff editions. So yellow and black are the Hufflepuff colors, and then Badger is our mascot. And these ones are just really pretty. This one, I think, the cover is really cool. Anyway, so that's my Harry Potter shelf, along with Chronicles of Narnia. Over to this shelf. So this is just more first edition copies. It's not necessarily, I don't know, I like these first editions just as much as the ones up top, so it's just kind of random which ones ended up down here. Aside from The Lost World, I was not a fan of that book, but I don't want to get rid of it. I don't know, I did have it up top with Jurassic Park, but I decided to move it down because I definitely don't like it as much. Anyway, some of these other books, though, just because they're down here doesn't mean I like them less. I still love all of them. This is my first American copy of The Beach, and then I have my UK copy up here, right there. Anyway, so yeah, just more first editions. And then this last shelf right here is my Jeff Vandermeer shelf. So I have my Southern Reach trilogy and Ambergris trilogy. So that's these right here. And then this is the Subterranean Press edition of Ambergris. The covers are incredible, as you can see. And we have that one right there. I will say I thought they were illustrated with like these impressive illustrations similar to the cover. However, it's not. So I was a little disappointed with that, but I don't know, they're still incredible. And they're also limited editions. And so like they're numbered and I have the second copy, which is pretty cool. So yeah, my Jeff Vandermeer books. And I am going to be reading the Bourne trilogy and we'll see if I like that. Then I will buy those to add as well. And there you have it. Sorry with this like random stuff on the side, but anyway, that is my bookshelf and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it. So that was my bookshelf. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoyed seeing my new setup. Let me know your thoughts down below on how I have this organized because I did think of putting, you know, Jane Eyre, I have multiple copies. I thought of having all my Jane Eyres together, all of my Dorian Grays together. But ultimately, I decided to do it based on edition instead. I just thought it looked better. You know, if I have my Easton Press scattered throughout the bookshelf, that would just look weird, right? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. And how do you organize your books? Is it by color? Is it by author? Is it by genre? How do you do it? I also thought of having all of my paperbacks all in one spot, but I ended up putting them where they went depending on because sometimes paperbacks are the first editions. But Anyway, that is how I have decided to organize it so far. And thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, Why the Book Wins. Check out my podcast where I compare books with their movie adaptations, all of that good stuff. And thank you again so much for your support just simply watching this YouTube video. And I will see you next time. Bye.